Pittsburgh Steelers safety Keanu Neal just said that the team is ready to play positionless football this season with guys moving all around the field on the defense. So, just recently, there was an interview done with Keanu Neal on the DK Pittsburgh Sports channel, and he had this to say: "I'm all about it. Physicality as part of the game is what I enjoy. Being close to the line of scrimmage, blitzing, doing all those different things, that's part of my game for sure. That's what we're going to be doing, and that's what the game has been evolving to. Guys who can move around, play different positions, and just be a chess piece for the defense." This isn't the first time that Keanu Neal has said that the Steelers will be moving people around on the defense. He said that the team has already started trying to move him around during OTAs, during minicamp to play different positions. But this video specifically is not about Keanu Neal. It's about the defense in general just being positionless. Because even Patrick Peterson, if you remember, when he came over in free agency right away, he talked about Pittsburgh Steelers moving him around, playing a little bit of safety, playing a little bit of slot, even though mostly in his career, he's been an outside cornerback. But he said that the team was thinking about moving around a lot in the defense and playing multiple positions. So this team right now is looking to be very versatile and have guys move all around the defense and do a lot of different things. We all know the Steelers love having guys like that. They love having Mike Hiltons, the Cameron Suttons of the world, playing different positions, being able to move all around the defense, playing outside cornerback if needed, playing inside cornerback, playing a little bit of safety, kind of lurking around the field. But now they're trying to get more guys like that who could do different things on the field to give the defensive coordinator, to give the defense a new look and kind of give them more play style. So, over the past few years, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been very fortunate, especially at the safety position, because they've had Minkah Fitzpatrick and Terrell Edmonds, and they basically played almost every game. I barely ever remember them getting hurt. Maybe a few games, like one game off, but they mostly played every game. So now Keanu Neal is going to come in with DeMonte KZ, who was injured last season, with Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's already a star in the defense, and they have an opportunity to do so many different things with that safety package. They could play Minkah Fitzpatrick as a free safety and then move him down to slot when needed. They could do the same with DeMonte KZ, and then they could even do the same with Keanu Neal, moving Keanu Neal to slot, to linebacker, and do many different things with the defense. Also, the Steelers this season have done a good job of adding more guys to that safety, to that cornerback room, the defensive back room, like Patrick Peterson. They added a veteran in him who could mentor the young guys. They added Chandon Sullivan, who had a lot of experience, one of the most played cornerbacks at the slot last season. And then they also added these young guys, Enjoy Poor Jr. and Corey Trice Jr., to help them develop and help them add to their game with guys who've been around this league a lot. So the Steelers added a lot of new additions to the team, and even Corey Trice Jr., even though he was an outside cornerback, there have been rumblings saying that he might get a look at the slot cornerback position. So the Steelers like using guys, especially bigger people, who could play in multiple areas. And hopefully Corey Trice Jr. is able to step up and be able to play right away. Even though he was drafted in the 7th round, many people have high expectations for him and think he'll be a steal of the draft. So hopefully he's able to produce right away. And even Joey Porter Jr., he did not have a lot of interceptions. That was his one kind of downfall when you look at him. That's something the Steelers really look at the cornerback and defensive back position. Can you get turnovers? But he wasn't really a turnover guy. He had 0 interceptions, but hopefully he's able to develop that at the next level. He had a lot of pass defense, so hopefully he could turn that pass defense into turnovers to help the offense score more points. So the Steelers defense, they have a lot of promising players on the team. Let's see how they do this season. Last season, they led the league in interceptions, but were the fewest in the league in fumbles recovered. So, when do you ever see that? But the Steelers, they're trying to replicate that. The guys they've added in the offseason, for example, like I said, Patrick Peterson, he had 5 interceptions, and out of the current active players in the NFL, he's tied for the most turnovers of all time, of the current guys right now. So they like turnovers, they like being versatile, they like having people on the defense who are bigger guys. Yes, they have their smaller guys of the world, like I said, when they had Mike Hilton and stuff like that, but they've been turning to these long, lengthy cornerbacks, which Mike Tomlin likes to call avatar guys. So the Steelers, let's see how they do this season, playing defense with a completely new look. And what Keanu Neal said will be positionless football. But now let's turn to the second topic of this video, because I didn't want to make a separate video for it, but I want to talk about it a little bit just in case if you guys haven't heard. Pittsburgh Steelers outside linebacker and star of the team, defensive player of the year, sack leader, TJ Watt will be on the next box of the cereal Wheaties, and he'll be alongside his brother, JJ Watt. Derek Watt will not be on the box, but it will be the duo of JJ Watt and TJ Watt. So congratulations to them. These two brothers are the first duo to be featured in the Wheaties history, and the first two athletes to be featured on a box together since 1934. So they're making history on the field and off the field as well, with something that's really kind of cool. Just in case if you've been wondering what's on the screen, this is what the box is going to look like with JJ and TJ both on it. And officially, it's going to become available nationwide in August. But TJ Watt is not the first Steeler to be on a Wheaties cereal box. If you remember, after the Immaculate Reception by Franco Harris, he graced the cover as well. But going back to TJ and JJ, this is what they had to say about being on the cover of the box. It is a childhood dream come true to be the next Wheaties box, to be included among an incredible roster of athletes who have been featured over the years is a true honor. We hope this box is a reminder for athletes and people everywhere to preserve on the field and in life, and always champion what you're passionate about. So obviously for those two, it's a very special moment. Usually as a young kid, when you go into a grocery store, you see all the boxes of cereal, and then sometimes you see an athlete on the box, and you're probably wondering, hey, that's pretty cool. One day I wish I could be on that box. But for them, also, they may have been eating the cereal when they're younger, so now being on the box, having a childhood dream of maybe being on that box, it has come true. But I just want to talk a little bit, because I'm surprised that Derek Watt's not on the box, because usually those three are all linked together. I know he is not as popular as TJ Watt and JJ Watt, but I thought somehow, some way, he would still end up being an appearance on the box if it were to happen. But obviously, probably the Wheaties company didn't want Derek Watt on it because he's not as known. He hasn't done as much in the league as TJ and JJ. But that's something surprising that I just wasn't aware of, and I thought that maybe he would have been on the box as well, and maybe JJ and TJ would have campaigned for him to be on there. But it's not, and TJ and JJ become the first duo in a very long time ever to be on the Wheaties box together. This is not the only thing they're doing. Since they're on the box, Wheaties has made a large donation to the JJ Watt Foundation and other foundations around TJ Watt and JJ Watt. So it's not just the box that's doing the work, but it's also the foundations around both of them. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about the two topics that I covered in this video? How do you feel about Keanu Neal being positionless football for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season and saying that the team is really switching to that look, and Patrick Peterson saying that as well? Do you believe the Steelers will do better with that kind of football, having guys who play everywhere on the field and moving guys all around the defense? Or do you believe they should stay to a one-look defense that they've been playing the last few years? But also, let me know how you feel about TJ Watt and JJ Watt being on the cover of the cereal box. Is that a cool moment? Would you ever thought as a kid that TJ Watt and JJ Watt would have been on the box? Did you ever dream of being on a cereal box or anything like that? Something else? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content, analysis, reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post next year's video. Click that bell down below so you never miss out. I cover everything Pittsburgh Steelers football, and with the season just around the corner, with training camp just around the corner, I'm covering it all, and I already covered it all this offseason. So, any news, any rumors, I'm breaking it all. I'm giving you guys all the updates. This is the best spot for Pittsburgh Steelers news. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.